Hey guys, it's Heather. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing all of my favorite summertime makeup must-haves. So this is everything that I've been loving for summer. So let's get into it. I feel like I need a booster seat. Like the seat is super low. Anyway, so starting off an SPF that I've been loving. This is new, I want to say within like the last few months. I could be totally wrong. But anyway, it's the Neutrogena. This is the Invisible Defense Daily. It is an SPF serum. It's broad spectrum, 60 SPF, and when you put it on, it feels like skincare. It doesn't feel like kind of like a chalky sunscreen, if that makes sense. Like it actually feels like a really nice serum, and it layers really, really nice under your makeup. That's like a huge thing for me. Is I want to put on my sunscreen first before I go in with any foundation or whatever. But I don't want pilling underneath. With this, that's not gonna happen. So I like to put it on my neck. I put this on my chest, the backs of my hands. I'm gonna put the claims up on the screen. And it's around like $14 or $15 for a bottle of 1.7. I think it's a really, really good option at more of a drugstore price. Next up is the Physicians Formula. This is a translucent setting powder, but it's more of like an SPF powder. So I used it to set my whole face today, so under my eyes, everything. And it has an SPF of 30, so it's definitely on my list of my summer makeup must-haves. So it's great to just throw on over your foundation or whatnot, over your makeup, just as an extra SPF step. The bronzer that I love for summer is, this is the Milani Baked Bronzer, specifically in the shade Glow. It has a beautiful, like, reddish brown tint with really nice marbling that gives you a glow, but it's not sparkly. Like I wouldn't say it's sparkly. Now if you want just a matte flat bronzer, you might not like this, but I just feel like it gives your skin a really nice, pretty, like sun-kissed glow. So it's one of my absolute favorites for the summertime. I don't really reach for this in the winter, but I would say my two drugstore favorites right now for summer are the Milani Baked Bronzer in Glow, and then the L'Oreal Lumi Bronzer, which is awesome. It's an overall great bronzer. You can do it on your neck and everywhere. So those are my two favorites. So let's talk blush. I've been loving the more orange blush trend, and I saw this on Instagram Reels or just something. Somebody posted something, and I was so intrigued by it because it is such a true, like, bright orange. It's in the shade Butterfly, and it's definitely a bit intimidating, but when you put it on, I feel like any skin tone could actually pull this off if you just use a little bit, but it's just a really pretty orange, like just something a little bit different. So I put it on like the blush area, the high points of my cheekbone, and I even dusted a little bit over my nose. It is a bit expensive, so I haven't found anything at the drugstore that I like as much as this one, but my next couple of videos, I'm thinking about doing all of my favorite summertime blushes, and there will be tons of drugstore options in there for you if you didn't want to spend, I think it's like, I don't know, 20 something dollars for this, but the Benefit New Blushes, they have so many different colors that are all so pretty. So it's easy to find something that suits your skin tone. So on my eyes today, I have the ColourPop. This is the Sweet Talk palette. It is not new, but it is one of my absolute favorites for this time of year. It's got tons of really pretty warm tones and really fun sparkles. I'm not a huge fan of like the glittery sparkles. I am to an extent, but I've been reaching more so for this shade right here. It's what I have on my lid. It is just so pretty for the summer. There's just so many different looks that you can do with this, and it's super affordable. And that's why I love it for this time of year, because the color story is just super flattering. Just kind of goes with like spring and summer, and there's just so many warm like sunset tones. So I have a few lips that I love for this time of year. I feel like it's the only time of year for me that I feel comfortable stepping outside with something this bold on. I feel like this in winter could look really pretty too, but that's just where I'm at right now. So I was on the hunt for a really pretty red lip pencil that pulls more of an orange, not more of a blue. I got the NYX. This is the retractable in the shade Ruby. It's perfect for pairing with the Rare Beauty. This is Inspire. It's the lip souffle. It is what I have on today. So comfortable. Such a beautiful, beautiful shade, and it's just easy to wear. And I find that it doesn't like transfer on my teeth or anything, typically like lipstick does. These two pair together so nice. And for a more drugstore option, I like the Revlon. This is called Love that red. It is a really pretty, bright red. It definitely has more of a bluish undertone to it, but it's also gorgeous for this time of year. So if you're more into lipsticks and you wanted to spend more of a drugstore price, you might really like this one. And for glosses this time of year, if you want to go in with something that's going to plump but also give a really pretty, like shiny, juicy lip, the Fenty, this is the Fenty Beauty Heat. A dupe for this would be, I'll put it up on the screen. It's the Milani Lifter Gloss. Much more affordable and also doesn't have that sting to it, like that plumping sting kind of heat sensation. This I would describe as like, it's a little bit different than a typical plumping because it almost has like a heat, like hence the name heat. It has like almost like a burn to it. It doesn't bother me, but if you're sensitive, I would probably just stick with the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. You'll probably like that much better, and it's literally the same color. So another lip favorite for the summer that I've been loving is, this is the Milani Fruit Fetish Lip Oil. As you can see, I have like none left here. I think that this shade, which is, what shade is this again? The Strawberry Melon, is actually sold out right now. So it's a very popular product for a good reason. When you try it, you'll understand. It feels really good on your lips. It smells really, really good, almost like the lip smackers from your childhood, if you're around my age. Just like that childhood kind of memory smell. It's like very nostalgic. So that's what it reminds me of. And to set my makeup, I've been loving the Milani Make It Last. This is the SPF 30 spray. Now it does smell like a sunscreen. So when you spray it on, don't expect to smell like a setting spray, refreshing scent. It definitely has that tinge, like you know it's sunscreen, but it's a good added step for some extra sun protection. I've been liking it, so I figured I would share it. And the last thing I want to mention, if you're curious, the highlight I have on today, it's the Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter. It is in the shade Molten Golden. It's a really pretty, like warm gold highlight. I can really only get away with using this shade in the summertime when I have a little bit more tan to my skin. I haven't done any self-tanner in the last month because I started doing some at-home hair removal, and I'm just trying to get through that, and then I'll get back into my tanning routine. So that's why I haven't been doing the self-tanning, but I definitely still love the same products that I was always using, and I will put my tanning playlist up above. Those are all my summer favorites I've been loving. I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.